How's it going tonight, ladies and gentlemen? It is Monday Night Madness, brought to you by the booster from down south, from Atlanta, the ATL. How's it going, Ron? I know you
What's
didn't have
up?
a great weekend up here in Buffalo, or at least your boys weren't. But here we are.
Touche, touche, touche. But how y'all been doing?
I'm all right, hanging in
Man,
there.
that is an understatement.
Nope.
We got beat like we stole something. We got beat like we took some of our lunch money in the second grade. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, the Georgia Bulldog basketball team was in the tournament. Till we got beat by who, Andre?
I think it was St. Louis, wasn't it?
Y'all got beat by the Billikens, the St. Louis Billikens.
Never heard of them.
Well, you've
So
heard of them now. You may not have heard of
yeah.
them before, but you heard of them now, though.
Yo,
We
Andy,
really beat that.
and Ron, you ever watch Boondocks?
Yeah.
I love that show.
You remember the episode? You remember the episode where the kid was playing basketball against Riley, and they came
Yeah.
back and beat Riley team?
Yeah.
That kid looks exactly like somebody who played for the St. Louis Billikens. His name is Robbie Avila. He was schooling y'all. He was giving y'all buckets. He was
Yeah.
Billy Buckets. He was giving y'all the
Yeah.
buckets.
That's what happened when you missing one of the best players on your team that would go top 5 or top 10 in the draft, in the NBA draft this year coming up. But well, I don't know.
Well, it definitely seemed like round one and two were pretty fun here for March Madness, especially here in Buffalo. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't able to attend, but watching some of the lives and stuff, it seemed pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got in news here. Oh yeah, um, Jackson Smith and Jigba just signed the largest wide receiver deal in the NFL. 42.6 a year.
Now,
Why?
my question to y'all is he worth the money?
I mean, I would have waited one more year to pay him, but just so he could show that he could do it again, or at least
Mm-hmm.
close to what he just did.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, he's really only hitting on 1 year. But I mean, Seattle decided maybe they were like, hey, given we know what Puka Nakua is probably going to sign for, let's just try and get ahead of it. So
Mm.
because we know he's going to get the top wide receiver deal, so that's just hurting the Rams by jumping in front of that.
Mm. Well, it just not hurting the Rams. It hurting us. Though we got to sign Drake London. So do Drake?
Drake London's good, but he ain't gonna get top five money. He'll get good money. Trust me. He's
Well,
definitely. I'd say he's worth 32 a year. I would get 32 a year, but
I
he
I
ain't
would
getting
say I
40.
would
He's
say
not getting 40
35.
plus.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I bet you. I could see that. I mean, can can he take over a game? Yes.
Yes, but he's not.
Right. I bet you on that.
Like I said,
Um.
he's in the top. He's in the top 20 wide receivers, but he's
Right.
not top five.
Right. Um. We gonna see what the Seattle wide receiver will do this year. The me
I
and Andre been talking about this. Do you pay a wide receiver too early or too late? And can that wide receiver do what he did the next year?
I mean, given he's going to be with the same quarterback that he had his breakout year with,
Mm-hmm.
and they kept their wide receiving kind of core together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't see there's a reason not to, but if he does regress, that contract will look bad.
But you missing one thing.
What's that?
They lost their OC to the Raiders.
That is true.
So,
But I mean, any OC should be able to get him the ball. If they can't, they don't deserve to be in the NFL.
Right.
Because even the Lions, which is other news that I found out, what's his face? Even though they had a new offensive coordinator, he still got his 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was injured.
Right.
Severely injured.
I mean, I just said you cannot just put any OC over there. You can't. That OC really got to know what he doing over there. If he don't,
I mean, there's a lot of good OCs out there.
yes.
And anybody should be jumping the chance to work with what they have on offense. I mean, given I know they lost a running back, but they could always jump up in the draft and draft another one.
Right.
There's decent running backs coming out. They already have one good one. So,
but that running back cannot stay healthy.
And that's why you're getting another one. That's why you try to see if you can pull something together and jump up and grab Jeremiah Love, or I haven't done too much on running backs, so he's the only one I really know offhand.
It's a good one in this draft.
Yeah, but I think Love is the only potential first rounder, right? Or somebody else sneaking in there that I don't know.
It depends on how you looking at it.
I mean, do we think there's going to be another first round running back?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You got the one running back from Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
I
forget about him.
Right. You got the other running back from Ole Miss.
I heard he was going in the second.
But it depends. Do you really? And I hate to say this, do you really fall in love with these players? What I mean by that, do you really they got to be your guy?
Of course. You can't draft people that aren't your guy.
Right. The move from, let's just say, 32 to 15 or 20. They really got to be your guy to move up that far.
It's true.
If they not, then you just wasting a good draft pick of what if.
I can agree with that.
So, another thing, the OC and DCs got to do their homework on these players. You got to. If you don't, you could be, he looked good in college, but come to the NFL, be a bust. We've seen it happen so many times. DeMarcus Russell. You got to put the right players around these dudes.
I mean, let's be real. I don't think, no matter where we put DeMarcus Russell, I think he was always going to be a bust. I don't feel like that wasn't.
I cannot say that. I think if you would have put the right head coach around DeMarcus Russell and the right team around him, the guy here, I think DeMarcus Russell would have been something nice.
I mean, maybe. We'll never know. I mean, the same thing could be said about Johnny Manziel. I do think I liked him. I do think had he also put the time in,
right,
he could have been something. But
right,
I mean,
you got to put the time and homework and the film study and to get better every off season.
Mm-hmm.
I with you on that.
Trying to think what else happened. It's been 2 weeks, so
Ooh, it
since
been
we've
that
all
long,
been
huh?
together. Oh, yeah, we missed last week, so
Yeah. Do anybody catch your eye in this draft that you want Buffalo to get?
he'd have to fall for injury, but Jordan Tyson.
Ooh.
I think he has what it takes, especially given the quarterback that he could be drafted with. He could be the next Justin Jefferson. So,
Ooh. Okay.
but
Oh,
I don't. I'm also afraid that even if he's there, the Bills won't pull the trigger on him.
I would say the wide receiver Skylar Bale.
Heard the
I've,
name. I haven't had a chance to look him up though, but I've heard the name.
he from one of those small schools that
Hmm.
really don't get the attention that he deserves.
That's usually how it goes.
And I think he'd be a really good wide receiver. In the right scheme, the right
Well,
team,
Kyle Williams last year was that. So if he
right,
can be that, I mean,
right.
because
It. Let me see. The Giants. I would not say the Jets. They don't really do so well with wide receiver.
Miami and Miami and New
Atlanta,
York are going to be playing for last place.
right? Know what I mean? It Miami. Who Miami Dolphins OC over there?
Couldn't tell you.
Um.
I only know their coaches from that place over there with cheese that
Yeah.
somebody else on this place looks at
Yeah.
religiously.
So if he go to the right place, I think he would be something special. Let me see. What a team need a wide receiver.
I mean, New England needs one. Buffalo needs one. Kansas City probably needs one because who knows which one of their guys are going to get
Right,
arrested or have to serve time for God
right.
knows what.
Atlanta need one.
Yeah. Although you need more of a speed back. You have like your big bodied guy with,
Right,
but you
right,
need like a
and,
faster.
right. And that's what Skylar Bear is, a faster wide receiver. He to take the top off.
Oh, whoa! Hold on now. Ain't no taking the top off with Tua as your goddamn
There you go.
quarterback.
There you go. What I'll tell you. But he really a good wide receiver. Shout out to my homeboy Travis. Travis and Pops and the Henry brothers. Travis, the one brought it to my attention about Skylar Bell. And shout out to the eye test. Winston brought it to my attention. What if he get in the right system, he would be nasty. The 49ers, it's so many teams need wide receivers right now. Tennessee, Titans, Tampa Bay.
I don't know if Tampa Bay needs wide receivers. They have a lot. They only lost Mike Evans, but given what they already have, I don't see them needing a wide receiver. You figure they got Mbuka. They still got what's his face, even though he's injured.
They need another wide receiver.
They got hold on. They got the
Okay.
kid who got hurt last year, but has mainly been injury free his college career from freaking Washington.
Yeah.
You got Tez Johnson, and they had another guy there, so they have five. Their starting
Right.
five is just about as good as anybody's.
Right. But
And if Mbuka can show what he showed early on in the year and not given what happened later on, I mean, sky's the limit for them. They
but
don't necessarily need another wide receiver, I'd argue.
you cannot trust the other wide receiver they got in Tampa Bay.
You know,
He
I
can,
mean, they still have two others that are
right.
young.
But what I mean, if a wide receiver already getting injured, and Mike Evans, not be honest, Mike Evans was 1,000 yards every year for the
Mm-hmm.
past 5 years.
Well, I mean, that's since he got drafted. That's
Right.
he's been in the league, what, 12 years?
Right.
10 to 12?
So you're gonna miss that production. Do
I
they
feel
got
like that's.
any?
And Buka's a 1,000-yard receiver if he's the number one.
But
And then given Tez Johnson, because he
yeah,
came on late, even though they were hurting last year,
yeah,
they have Shepard, and then they have Galladay.
yeah,
I mean, and then they still got the kid from Washington who had I think it was ACL in training camp. So I mean, he
hmm
lost the whole season, but he's coming back. So I'd put their wide receiving core on par with just about anybody others if we're talking about all five.
right. And let me see, what other team need a wide receiver?
Well,
How
Miami
about
needs plenty.
Miami need everything. I'm sorry, they need uh they need everybody in this draft.
Just about. And
They have
Malik
a
Malik
yard.
Willis is a good good quarterback, but given that all he has is Achane,
Yeah,
rest in peace, brother. Rest
yeah.
in peace.
I
He
just
got
had
set up
it
to
for
fail.
that quarterback. He finna have a dart season, a bad season.
He better, he gonna have to rush for 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
Him and
most
Achane both gonna
definitely.
each have to rush for 1,000 yards, and Achane's gonna have 1,000 yards receiving.
Right. It very good linebackers in the draft. It very good D tackles in this draft. Somewhat decent pass rushers in this draft, in my opinion. Offensive line, maybe.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the offensive line, so I can't really judge that.
Yeah. Like I said, corners very good in this. Corners is deep in this draft. You got to do your research if you want a good corner in this draft.
Yeah, I feel like Buffalo could wait on that. We need another another corner, but I feel like I don't know, being shown that he can draft corners late.
Well, if I were y'all get Snead, the free agent.
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to it.
Y'all did just pay him maybe $5 million.
I hope so.
I mean, he a veteran.
That is a rumor going around that he might be coming here. It just might not happen until after
Right.
the draft.
Right. So, I mean, you get him a 1-year deal, a proven deal. You get 5 interceptions, or you got to show me
They
if
can
you
add
work.
incentives, yeah.
Right,
Incentives to
incentive.
make it more.
Right. You got to
We'll see.
show me, do you really want to play the game? Do you really want to be here? Do you want to be our number one wide receiver? I mean, corner.
Well, he
He-
wouldn't be our number one.
I just, just saying. Number one, number
Definitely be
two.
number two, but
Right.
it's gonna be hard to take Benford's one spot. I mean,
Of course. But,
he's a top 10 corner in this league. Maybe not a
right.
man corner, but his zoning ability is top tier.
So,
So
if he show me he do that throughout the season, then yeah, I sign him to a long-term deal. But right now, you got to show me the prove it there first.
mm-hmm.
You got to prove it to me. If you just shut down the second wide receiver on the team, I'm sure he did do that. He did that at Kansas City. Now, in Tennessee, yes, he been injured for the last 2 years. But Tennessee...
Was he injured or was he like, this team ain't shit, I'm just going to play
both.
injured to get the fuck out of here?
Both.
Probably.
I would try and be nice, but both. So, they did not have no good defense last year.
Nope. They
So,
were ass.
right. So, of course, you're going to make the back end look worse if you can't get to the quarterback. So, everybody saying, oh, he a bad corner. Look what Tennessee Titans had on defense. And you tell me.
They didn't have shit. They had no pass rush.
Right. They
They
just
could sit there
had,
and hold the ball for days because they weren't getting home.
They just had Simmons, the D tackle.
Mm.
I mean, if that's all what you got on your defense, you're not going to get to the quarterback.
Agreed.
So, you're going to make your corners look suspect. So,
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that.
Do you think Buffalo will get everything y'all need in this draft?
I mean, I don't think anybody ever gets everything they need, but I think they'll definitely do well. I always have hope in my team, even though in the back of my mind, I know what I know,
Right.
kind of, but I'm still sitting here going to root for my team and hope that they get all that they need. So.
Now, it's a rumor out there after the draft, somebody supposed to be getting fired from Buffalo. Is that true?
I haven't heard that, but it wouldn't be surprising that they. I mean, we talked about this earlier. They talked about firing Bean after the draft.
Right.
But we'll see. We won't know that until after the draft and actually see it happen. So.
No, but we gonna see, Daniel. Andre.
Oh, is he there? Is he back?
I don't know. I thought he was, but put in the comments what y'all think y'all team will get with y'all first draft pick. A pass rusher, a linebacker, or offensive lineman, a wide receiver, a corner, a safety. Y'all tell me what y'all think y'all will get with y'all first pick. I think my team will either be a wide receiver, either be a corner, or
You don't have a first round pick, Ron.
I know. I talk about my second round pick.
Oh,
That,
how about say? Don't you remember what happened last year?
yeah. We need a wide receiver, we need a corner, and we need a pass rush. So or a D tackle. So either one of those, I'd be happy. Well, we know one team need everything, and
Miami Dolphins.
they need
Just about. They need
everything.
everything. Aren't they going to, they're moving from a 4-3 to a 3-4-2, so aren't they?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember what their defense was.
I know one thing. It don't look so good for Malik Willis. They don't really got no good wide receivers over there. Besides, no, they traded him to Denver
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that yet.
just in time. How you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like they overpaid, but we'll see. I mean, he hasn't hit 1,000 yards in a while. He does. I mean, he plays through injury, but he gets injured a lot. He's not a bigger body. To me, he's a wide receiver 2 than a 1.
What?
I mean, I guess you could say he's a low 1, high 2.
Or 1A and 1B?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Drake London over him. I put him probably around wide receiver 25.
Ooh.
Like he's a low tier 1,
What?
but
How old he is?
28.
8?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. So basically, he in his prime right now.
Yep. But he's never. I mean, I'll give him this. He was doing really well, and then Tyreek showed up and kind of. I guess you say everything kind of went to Tyreek. So I mean, he didn't really. He didn't get a chance to do a lot. So.
What? I could see that. I could see that. I did also see Denver taking a step back this year.
I don't know. I mean, their defense is still A tier.
I mean, you lost one of the best D tackles to Tennessee.
This is true, but they had like an influx of guys. It wasn't just
right,
and they still have so many good players on that defense.
right.
Like, yeah, they may. Okay, they're gonna go from being like the number 2 defense to the number 6.
Right.
Like,
and when you lose a top 5, top 10 D tackle, it's hard to replace that person.
I mean, unless you're LA. I mean, they got a couple good. They lose a Hall of Fame, and then they get a couple good ones. So.
Right. LA don't care. They don't care about nothing. They don't even care about draft picks. They don't. We've seen what they just gave up to get the corner from Kansas City.
I don't know if you were here when I said this before, but Ron, in the last 10 years, they've only drafted 1 pick out of all their first round picks.
That's insane. But
that 1 pick was, I mean, he was probably the best defensive player in that draft that year.
Well, Aaron Donald?
No, Aaron Donald was playing too long. No, the defensive end they just got.
Verse?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So. Verse. What I wanted Verse. He came from Florida State. Him and the D tackle beside him. I wanted both of them.
I did too.
I like, damn, we need to get them. But sometimes you got to have guts. And the Rams, got, I guess, to give up all the draft picks they gave up to get that corner from
I mean,
Kansas City.
they're a top team every year. They've
Yeah,
went to two. They've went to two Super Bowls, won one,
yeah,
and right now they're the favorite to win it all again this year. So I mean, it ain't like they're hurting.
yeah. I mean, I just hope injuries they'll play a bit part of that team. That we seen 1 year you do good, the next year you get hit with the injury bug and you don't do so well.
Hopefully, but it's the NFL. People get injured. Can't help it.
And it's sad. How do you feel about any free agents out there need to get signed?
I'd have to see a list. I kind of know who's all out there. Hold on, let me just see if I can't look it up real quick.
Yeah, Andre Buffalo should have made that deal. But if I'm Buffalo, I would not have gave up all those draft picks to give them.
To get who?
Waddle.
I'm not giving up three draft picks for Waddle. If they wanted just the first, okay, but after that,
I mean, Waddle is a good player, but 3 draft picks? Sheesh.
I mean, if it's Justin Jefferson for 3 draft picks, okay, but
I mean, Waddle is a good player, but giving up 3 draft picks like that, and they're a little suspect to me. You reaching. And we see every year just because you did good last year, that don't mean you will be good this year coming up. Then people got film on you.
well, there is one NFL free agent that I don't want to get a job.
Who?
Fuck, I just keep forgetting his name. Cameron Jordan. He want to talk all shit about Josh Allen losing in the championship game, but now he wants to go play with him.
They Cameron Jordan for you. Cameron Jordan is a joke.
That's why I said I hope he don't get a job.
I seen every other day Buffalo wanting to sign him, Kansas City wanting to sign him, Baltimore wanting to sign him, Oakland wanting to sign him, Miami wanting to sign him. I like somebody.
Let him go to Miami. Let him go there.
I think the only reason he would go Miami for the money. The man got what, 2 more years left? 2 or 3 years left?
Probably.
Yeah. You better go to a winning team. They're trying to win a chip, or you better go get the money.
I see one player though I think the Bills could use.
Who?
DJ Reader, defensive tackle. Given that we're shifting to a 3-4, I feel like he'd be a good pickup.
I want my team to go get Snead, the corner. I would love to have him in Atlanta.
You know who you should also go get?
Who?
Brian Robinson.
The wide receiver?
No, running back.
Yeah, I should see that.
A good number 2. He's come in, be a little bit of a power back, but he's also not going to take too many carries away from
Bijan.
From Bijan.
I should see that.
He could be, short yardage back because he's a bruiser, so that's what you're bringing him in for. It'd be a third down bruising
Yeah,
back.
I could see that. Um, let's talk about NBA. Who you think coming out of the East
I
this
already
year?
told you, my Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, your point guard injured right now, so
Yeah, but he can be back for the playoffs, so
yeah, yes,
it's okay. Detroit's already pretty much guaranteed a spot. We just need him to come back healthy. We'll be fine.
that's true. My team got the 6th seed, Atlanta Hawks. We got beat by Houston, and we won the next game. And Orlando and Miami and somebody else lost. That's how we got the 6th seed.
That's not bad.
So,
If I had to guess, I'd say Andre's probably a Knicks fan.
ooh,
I'm
I
just
don't-
I'm just guessing. Like I literally don't know. I know DJ is, if he's listening. Your Knicks suck. Detroit's gonna beat that ass this year.
I did not say that, y'all. So they'll be in my message. I did not say that. But
They listen. Anybody wants to send me hate DMs? Go ahead. I'm just gonna read them. I'm gonna laugh at them, and then I'm gonna ignore them. So go ahead. Send. Give me your best shots. Maybe I'll read a few of them on here when I see them. So go right ahead.
the West is winning the chip. Okay, who you got coming out of the West?
Probably Oklahoma City. I don't see anybody else really.
So you don't think Houston, the Nuggets, Minnesota,
They'll give them a fight, but I don't see it. I don't see them being able to beat Oklahoma City in a 7-game series.
you don't think San Antonio? Nobody.
San Antonio isn't battle tested in the playoffs yet. We don't know what they're going to be like when they get in there. So.
That's true. That is true.
With Oklahoma City, we know what we're going to see in the playoffs.
You don't think the Warriors got a shot?
Unless somehow they trade and get LeBron on their team? No.
Even the Lakers got a shot. I think they're in the 3rd seed right now. I could be wrong, but y'all let me know in the comments.
I'll look up the standings. I'm already on ESPN as it is.
Okay.
Let's see here. Pistons just beat the Lakers today,
Ooh.
113 to 110.
Ooh.
Don't we love it?
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay,
so right now Detroit is the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
Boston is 5 games back.
Okay.
The Knicks are 5.5 games back.
Okay. So that make them 5th?
Yeah, they're they're 3rd seed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading the whole conference. So you got Detroit, Boston, then the Knicks, then Cleveland, Toronto, Atlanta sitting at 6, just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
You got Philly, Orlando, Miami, and Charlotte playing in the
bubble,
the play-in game or whatever. However that works. Because unless Milwaukee can somehow pick up 7.5 games in the amount of time left, they ain't nobody coming back there. Let's see. We got OKC being the 1 seed in the West. San Antonio's the 2. only 3 games back. The Lakers are 11 games back as the 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Denver's 13 games back of the Lakers, well, 2 games back of the Lakers, but 13 on the 1 seed. Minnesota's the 5, Houston's the 6. You got Phoenix, the Clippers, Portland, and Golden State are the playing games, and then New Orleans is way far down. Like that, they're
Right.
not making a 10. Almost, it's almost, yeah, it's over
Right.
10 games back. That's not going to happen. So now it's just fighting for seeds. We know who's going to be in. It's just fighting for seeds, pretty much.
Right. Now, a rumor that the Bucks set out that superstar for the rest of the season
Why?
because they say he injured, but he said he want to play, so he's going back and forth right now. So I'm looking at if
When's his
I'm
contract up?
yeah, it's going to be I think at the end of the season.
So why didn't they trade him? They're going to let him walk for nothing?
Yeah, the what
That
I
was
said.
dumb.
The what I said, and I said the same thing. And the man been asking for a trade for 2 years. For 2 years now. 2 years. He been asking for a trade, and they tell him no. So now, when his contract is up, he's gonna be a free agent. He could go with anybody now.
Oh boy.
And they too stupid to realize you're not finna get nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, who has a young team that has a lot of cap, or who has a lot of money to spend?
You got the Clippers, you got Oklahoma. They're not paying nobody.
Yeah, but they're
You,
about to have to pay their guys because they're going to be
yeah,
coming up.
you got
Ooh, wouldn't mind seeing them rocking down there in Detroit.
I could see that just to get back at the Bucks. I could see that.
And figure they're young. I mean, they only have one real star in their point guard, but they have a lot of good players around him.
What
But given 2 stars and the rest of that team,
I could the Magics, they're not really paying nobody, but what his name, the point guard who they got from Tennessee, what his name? What that point guard name? Bank?
you talking about Jimmy Butler?
No. Orlando got on. They gave away 3 draft picks
Mm.
for Memphis. I think point guard. I forgot his name. Y'all put it in the comments. Who
Listen, this is the
Orlando?
year. This is the most I've paid attention to basketball in years.
Dang.
So, I mean, I watched the playoffs, but like, I don't know. Given the NBA regular season is like the most anticlimactic thing
Yeah,
because you tune in to watch your team play, but then, oh, you're the guy you want to watch play sat out.
yeah.
So
I'll bet you on that. I mean, well, you know what they said when the playoffs get here, it'd be a different monster. So
mhm.
I
that's
can't
why
wait.
that's when basketball is really fun to watch is
Right.
during the playoffs.
I can't wait when the playoffs get here. We're gonna see some new teams in the playoffs, and we're gonna see some teams that get the boot, not make it to the playoffs.
It'll be an interesting playoff, that's for sure. Figure the first round will be going on right around the NBA draft, or right around the draft time.
Right.
The NFL.
Melissa, why you don't watch basketball no more?
Probably for the same reasons we just talked about. The
Yeah.
regular season.
Well, back to football. Since everybody talking about football in the comments, Andre the Torch Robinson. So you really think y'all should have got Waddle, and will y'all gave up all those draft picks?
Like I said, I wouldn't. Not that many.
They gave up a lot to get him.
They flopped force a third and a first.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot when you're trying to rebuild a defense.
Right. Denver, we don't know how good they will be this year. With they quarterback and the head coach getting into it every other week, they're not a good relationship so far. One, because it is not the same as when we were growing up. It trash, it's soft. Yeah, it is trash and soft. I'm with you. But who you used to root for? What your team, Melissa? How do you feel about the NBA finna add 2 more teams, Andy?
One second, Ron.
All right. How do y'all feel about the NBA finna add 2 more teams? College basketball is better than the NBA to me. I mean,
I can agree with that.
you got your own.
The
I
tournament
mean,
just adds so much drama and so
right.
much watch every year.
I mean, it depends if your team get in the tournament or not.
I mean, I don't really have a dog in that fight, but I always enjoy watching the tournament. The team that I really technically root for, I only see every couple of years. They
Well,
get in as a 12th seed and usually get out of the first round. So,
wow.
and truthfully, I forgot their name. So
Wow.
it was I want to say it was that the point guard who got drafted by the Grizzlies that's always in trouble. He went there.
You talk about the one that be shooting no guns.
Mm-hmm. He went there, and he was a top 5 pick.
Right.
They were really good, but I can't fucking think of their name. Their name eludes me at this point. But I always pick them. They usually get out of the first round, so.
Back in the day, the Lakers, I'm a huge Magic fan. Also love the Bulls. And Larry Bird too. I was just different. Nuggets were not bad.
Oh, so they're a Magic fan, so they're mad that
Well,
Shaq left.
she was a
Which I don't blame
Lakers
you.
fan,
Oh God.
and I'm a huge Magic fan, but also love the Bulls and Larry Bird too. Hey, you got a right to like who you like. So,
Oh, Ron, did you see the dumbass comments LeBron made it might not have happened recently, but he had the nerve to say it's harder to play in the NBA today. We're playing maybe 60 some games than playing all 82 games back in like the 80s and 90s and that.
Yeah, that's some dumb shit.
That has got to be
It,
the dumbest fucking
it,
thing I've
it,
heard. In
it,
the physical era, when you could say basketball was a
right,
physical sport,
right.
fuck out of here.
Back then, you did hand check back then. When you
Yeah,
had Michael Jordan, when you had Shaq on the Lakers or Orlando, when you
yeah.
had
You
Patrick
even
Ewing on the New York Knicks,
yeah. I want
Charles,
to. I want to see LeBron go to the hole and get punched in the face by Bill Laimbeer
right,
or
Bill
one of them.
Laimbeer,
Yeah, we'll see how
Will-
tough you really are.
right.
Fuck out of here with that.
And back then, it was a different monster. I understand what Melissa is saying. Today, basketball not the same because these players want to take threes and not drive it to the hole. No, did it? But I mean, if you cannot shoot, it. I'm from the old school. If you're a big man, you should get by the basketball though. You don't need to be out there shooting threes, and you know good damn well you cannot shoot. Well, for damn.
Yeah, but the NBA changes rules with the hand check and
Right,
the flagrant fouls start with the suspensions and shit.
right.
Ruin the NBA.
Yeah. I mean, basketball, there was some good basketball, man, I was coming up. You had
Yeah,
Chicago, you had New York Knicks, you had the Pacers.
Detroit, LA,
Right.
Portland was good
Portland.
there.
Right.
Houston was good.
Now you got maybe what 8 good teams.
Hmm,
Ma-
I would even
Maybe.
say less than that. There's not before you could look at it and say, okay, there could be 8 to 10 teams going to win the championship.
Right.
We have what, 4 now?
Mm,
If you're not outside of
the
outside of
usuals. The Lakers.
I mean in the West, I really only look at San Antonio and Oklahoma City. And
Right.
I'll say given that Boston just got the one dude back from his 2-year injury,
Yeah.
you got the Knicks, them, and Detroit. So you got 5 teams
See,
when we used to have almost 10.
right. I don't trust New York Knicks. I don't. And I
I-
would go on record.
I'm just saying
Because
they have the talent that you could look at and say, yeah, I could see it.
right,
Now, whether that's going to happen, I mean, it's the Knicks. So.
right.
But you could look at it and say, oh, yeah, I could see it. But you only seeing it with 5 teams. You don't see it with 10 to
Everybody.
12.
Right.
Yeah, like the way they used to now. These power teams, even though it don't seem like it because it's now suck long enough to get a bunch of really good draft picks and have a good
Right.
team.
Right.
And
So
then maybe you add a star in free agency or something like that.
right.
But
So you saying these teams tank on purpose?
yeah, that's part of the NBA. I mean, I'm assuming that's what some of them bottom dwelling teams are. I don't know who's last place right now trying to do that, but
You got Chicago, you got the Pacers, you got all the bad teams.
yeah, they're going to be bad for a while. So
Right.
this is what it's going to be. It's going to be the teams that are on the bottom. We're going to see them on the bottom for at least the next few years. The
Right.
teams in the middle will mix it up a little bit, and then the top teams will remain the top teams for a while before we get a mix up. We're looking at seeing it the way it is for at least another 5-6 years before we get a mix up.
Right.
So get used to seeing the Knicks, Boston, Detroit, Oklahoma City, maybe the Lakers,
Yeah.
but I don't believe in their defensive team. They got too many guys that don't like to play defense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just the NBA. So, at least from my outside perspective looking in,
Right.
I'm no I'm no NBA insider. I'm not glued to the NBA like I am the NFL.
All right.
But that's what it seems like it's been. So, I mean, for a while, Durant left OKC. They were garbage for how long, and now they have this great team.
Right, but you gotta thank the Clippers for that. The Clippers helped them build that team.
Yeah. Hey, any way you got.
Right. Because the Clippers, I think they had Paul George, and they traded to Oklahoma or something like that. And the point guard for Oklahoma was with the Clippers. Make that make sense. And they gave up on him. That's why it go back to what I've been saying. You got to do your research. You got to put great talent around these players. You got to.
Like I said, I agree.
Andre, who you got winning coming out of the East and the West this year, Andre, in the NBA?
It looks like he's still muted.
He in the chat.
Oh. I don't see the chat, so it's not popping up for me.
But do y'all got any questions for us in the chat about football or basketball? Yeah, there's.
Shout out to Michigan State, by the way. Shout out to Tom Izzo, making great experience. I had a phenomenal time at the tournament.
Yeah, I see you took that picture with him.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal time. Definitely a sports bucket list moment checked off for sure. St. John's ain't no joke. Y'all better watch St. John's. Whoever had Duke on their bracket to win the whole thing, you might want to reconsider that.
Yeah, they also got their best player from go to the draft this summer.
Florida got knocked off.
I can't believe about Florida.
They always end up getting knocked out early.
I mean,
I feel like every time they're ranked high, everyone assumes they're going to go all the way, and then they get knocked out by the second round.
But
I'll tell you what, St. John ain't no joke. That St. John Kansas game probably was the best game of the tournament so far.
But yeah, Florida, they be putting some good teams together down there. Shout out to Florida. They put some really good teams together. Florida, Duke, North Carolina, who else? Every year they put together some good teams.
I mean, isn't like Marquette? They're always in there every year.
Every once in a while, Marquette might be in there.
Yeah, okay. Usually I see them all the time.
Most time be Duke, North Carolina, Florida,
VCU gets in there a lot. Even though they got eliminated.
Get in there every once in a while.
Gonzaga, they were surprised to get knocked.
Yeah, Kentucky get in there. Shout out to all those head coaches put together some good teams every year. That you got to replace one talent with another talent. So, Lord have mercy. Andre, Who coming out of the East this year in the NBA? Hello?
I think he walked away. I'm sure he'll be right back.
Yeah. Who y'all got coming out of the East in the NBA this year? Y'all tell me in the comments.
And any of you Knicks fans, you're basically Dallas Cowboy fans, in my eyes. Let me just stir the hornet's nest up right now.
What?
If you're a Knicks fan, you're basically a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Lord, that must.
Yeah. By the way, Melissa, that's my son coughing. That's why you don't see my face on here. But hold on, I got you.
Hey, get back. You messing up the video camera, player. Get back.
No, that would be your team Thursday night, sir. Messing up all the video footage. All the footage. Just totally messing up all the video footage. I mean, I don't think I've seen worse footage in a tournament.
You got it.
And I've been to now 3 NCAA tournaments, sir.
You got it about that.
And that might have been the worst.
You got it. Yeah.
Again, okay.
I'll let you.
Listen, Georgia putting on like Georgia do. Okay.
Keep on.
Don't get me started.
Keep on.
All right,
well,
you know what they found out? You know what 18,000 found out on Thursday? That without a shadow of a doubt, the Georgia Bulldogs is a damn football community.
Who you got coming out of the East in the NBA?
Hopefully the damn New York Knicks, because I'm sick of every other team.
What did I say? You're based Dallas Cowboy fans. Here we go.
You're a New York Knicks fan, Andre.
Did I not call it? Did I not just call this earlier? I said, don't know what he is. Bet he's a Knicks fan. Oh, he muted himself. He walked away.
Yeah.
It's no fun to make fun of him when he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe he heard Dallas Cowboys and just was like, ugh, I don't need to hear this. I have to hear this on all about Wednesday all the time.
Oh, shit. I did not say that.
He uses like Dallas Cowboy fans click. It's what the rest of the NFL people do when Dallas Cowboys come up on the TV. Click.
Mm-hmm. Dang. So cold.
Every year is their year. Oh, we're gonna rekeep George Pickens, pay our offense fucking $300 million out of our cap, and we're gonna win it all this year. Help, you did so well last year.
Someone said Boston Celtics versus the Thunder in the finals. The Thunder in 7.
See?
Yeah, we got our ass whooped, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not making up no excuses. So we got our ass whooped. But I tell you what, the Celtics might not even go to the finals this year.
We'll see.
They don't got the same pieces they had last year or the year before.
Well, then they just got what's his face back from injury, so
right.
We'll see. We don't know what'll happen until it happens.
Right. let me ask y'all this question. How do y'all feel about NBA adding 2 more teams?
I think all sports should add more teams.
Because the NBA talk about adding Supersonics and a Las Vegas team.
I mean, I'm surprised it wasn't already a Vegas team, to be honest. But
Right.
the NFL needs to add a few more teams. The NHL could add a few more teams. I mean, it's just more money, creating more, people to grow up being fans of a team.
Right. They have fans.
I mean, I'm sure they're fans of other teams in
They
those
had
areas
teams.
right now, but if you give them a team to root for, they may
Right.
change.
In college, no. In the NBA.
Yeah, there's a billion colleges.
Right. You got Georgia Southern. You got so many colleges out here. They got
There's about 50 Georgia
right.
colleges.
So
There's 50 Alabama colleges.
right. And you got all
Alabama,
these teams.
Alabama, there's Southern Tech, fucking, whatever. Alabama, Southern Tech, Georgia Tech, Southern something
Right.
or another. There's way too many. There's more teams than you can, that you could almost, you need a computer to look up and count how many fucking college teams there are for all sports. If we're being honest, because then you got Division 1, Division 2, Division 3.
Right. So it's crazy out here.
Division 4.
But y'all like and share the show, and
Are we calling it, or is he?
I guess. I mean, he's not saying nothing, so.
He's preoccupied.
Oh, I'm here. What'd you say?
Oh,
Who you got coming out of the East?
well, he said the Knicks, but
Yeah,
who's you
The
got
Knicks.
coming out the West?
The Spurs.
you really believe that?
Yep.
And
Did
why
you
you
hear my-
say that?
Did you hear my comment earlier?
Mm-mm.
No.
Being a Knicks fan is basically the NBA equivalent of a Dallas Cowboys fan this day and age.
That
You said what?
Being a Knicks fan at this time is basically being a Dallas Cowboys fan this day and age.
See, no. See, you're not about to do that.
That you're the heartburn, yeah.
See, we're not about to do that.
Listen, you heard
Not
Dallas
about to put
Cowboy
me in
fans.
that.
You walked away and muted. You clicked.
Mm-mm. Me and the Dallas Cowboys do not go together in any sentence ever.
Mm.
Ever. Okay. I am allergic to onions. There's a couple other things I'm allergic to. Stupidity, aka the Dallas Cowboys.
Dang.
Yeah. Chicago Bears.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Minnesota.
Detroit
So-
Lions.
Is there anything specifically you wanted to bring up? Because it's been 2 weeks since we've had this little powwow.
Me?
No, him. We talked about everything we could think of.
Yeah, Andre.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, is there anything else you want to talk about that's happened in the sports world, given that it's been 2 weeks since we've had this little powwow?
Oh yeah. Well, last week,
Yeah, no.
Last week.
We ain't talking about that. I'm just saying it's been 2 weeks. So, like, is there any
last
topics
week was
that
a
you
very
wanted to
well
discuss?
deserved week off for sure. Very well deserved week off. Definitely needed that. Wasn't a hell of a lot to talk about unless you want to talk about how Venezuela beat the United States in the World Baseball Cup. I mean, that was hilarious. That was good to watch.
I mean, that's not surprising. I mean, most baseball may be America's pastime, but baseball has basically all but left America. So,
unless we wanted to talk about how everybody was on Nafisa Collar and them jock about wanting more money, and now look. Now
you know about WNBA?
Yeah. Now look at what them players getting now.
I thought they were taking food stamps, Andre.
Mm-hmm. Now
almost.
See, folks be mad about people fighting for positivity, and it's crazy. I'm never gonna understand that.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely crazy. We can talk about the Buffalo Sabres right now. Them Sabres on the tear.
Yeah, had a little trip up last night, but they still got a point.
Yeah, but you know what? They got every point on that road trip except for one.
Exactly. It was.
So I ain't too mad about that.
Shoot. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 points.
You get 9 out of 10 points. Hell, I mean, you on the West Coast, they should be tired.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, a little trip up. It ain't nothing major. I assume they'll rest up and be ready to go Wednesday. I think that's when they play.
Yeah,
again.
you see they was tired because Lion let up 6 goals.
Mm-hmm.
That's a rarity.
But I mean, do you think the Buffalo Bills will sign anybody else, Andre?
I mean, not really. I don't see them making too many more splashes, to be honest.
I mean, it gotta be a big move, like
I said, I think the team's as is until the draft. They may make a few moves after. They'll have a few people that'll sign after June.
What?
Got my hopes set on one D tackle, hopefully. Got a veteran.
Daryl said Duke winning the. Listen, Daryl, I love Duke. I love the Duke Blue Devils. Trust me, but something about St. John, man. You better be careful about. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think people sleeping on St. John, but anything else, Andy, Andre, y'all want to talk about?
We'll see what happens in turn. I don't know. It's kind of a like free agency has happened. The draft hasn't happened yet, so it's all speculation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of these Mondays we do our own little first round mock draft as something to throw together.
Yeah, we could do that in a week or so.
That's why I said not tonight. I'm just saying one of these Mondays.
I mean, we could get it prepared for next week if you want. First round mock. You could do a Bills mock. Do your team mocks. And first round. And get it
do that. That's pretty easy to do. It'll only take me a couple minutes.
I think you should do a team mock first. Next week, team mocks. Let's do team mocks next week. And then
Andre, we don't got no first rounder, so we can't do a team mock.
That's okay. You still got to do a team mock.
Yeah, you basically go to a mock draft of your team the entire draft. That's your team mock because you're only drafting for your team, and then go and do a first round mock of it. Everybody's first round. That's all.
I would try and be funny.
Listen, sometimes the mock draft stuff can be a little complicated, so I'm just putting it out there. Just making sure.
You're right.
And who knows? Maybe one day our fourth person will decide to come back.
What?
And then we always have the people hiding in the shadows. Somebody still hasn't come to answer himself for that whole Mason Crosby thing.
Or we could get somebody like Melissa to come on
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, Yogi still ain't shown himself about that whole Mason Crosby thing. He got an answer for that because he was up here feeling himself a certain way a couple weeks ago.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you saw it.
Yeah. I did try and keep the peace. I
No,
just
let me burn all the bridges, okay?
I just hear so I don't get fined.
Exactly. Especially with Yogi, because he be talking too much shit to you all the goddamn time. So
Yeah.
don't keep the peace there. You can keep the peace other places, not there.
Hey, I just try and keep the peace. Trust me. You finna see what I got cooking up for on Tuesday night. It finna be on and pop.
What happened? Who we talking about?
Yogi, he has shown himself to answer for Mason Crosby.
Oh, Yogi talking stuff from
No,
Beyond
we're
the
just saying
Shadows?
No,
he
that
hasn't
that
shown up to answer
not
for
that
Mason
Yogi,
Crosby
Andre.
debacle.
Not that Yogi.
Oh, a different one?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But that Yogi, yeah. He also had not showed up either.
Yeah, since the whole Mason Crosby thing.
Yeah.
So he hasn't answered for that debacle.
He's still feeling the same way because they got Hennis. I mean, you got an older you paying
You got
an
an older
older
player that you're paying just about as much.
right. You paying an older player to do
Probably
the
just
same
as who's probably even more injury prone than Crosby was. So
right. And how you got better?
they
And you
didn't.
need
That's the
help
thing.
on offense.
They didn't get better.
You need help on offense. Your defense was 25th, almost last the past season. I call Baltimore defense last year the turnstile. All you gotta do is just show up against Baltimore, and you will win the game last year.
That was a 50. They were a 50-cent hooker. That's what they were.
Oh,
Everybody got a turn.
oh shit! Baltimore did some shady shit. Yeah, they did. How you
And
gonna say you want to trade for this player, then you say, "Oh, let me see his injury." Max Cosby paperwork. What kind of shit is that? You know Max Cosby was injured.
They knew it.
And you gonna wait till the last minute. Nah. Give me my 2 first-round picks back. I think they GM need to get fired. That's what I think.
Yeah, but the owner's not going to do that because he did them a favor by getting the 2 first-rounders back.
But what favor you did? You brought in another dusty pass rusher. What the favor?
I mean, I'm sure he must think something about it because he didn't fire him, so he must enjoy it.
I mean, you brought in Trey Henderson, almost 30-something years old.
When your offense needs help,
Right?
you don't have a true number 1 receiver.
You lost one of your best tight ends to the New York Giants. Likely, he gone. You lost an offensive lineman. He gone.
Yep,
you lost your center. Went to the Raiders for what 80, 90 million. He gone. So how you going to replace all this?
Plus the holes they already had.
Right. So how you got better? You got worse.
Newsflash. They didn't.
But no wide receiver to play with Lamar. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, if they don't want to play with Lamar, hey, that's why you got the draft right.
I mean, we see it. It's not like Denver didn't or Baltimore didn't have the money to spend. They could have went and got the kid from Indy. They could have got Mike Evans. They chose to
Right.
go elsewhere.
You could have got what his name?
They could have They could have got Waddle.
You
They
could
went and
have
traded
got
for Waddle. They
Waddle.
couldn't, but they
You
didn't.
could have got all these great wide receivers, but you chose not to.
Mhm.
You would sit on your hands and not do nothing as a wide receiver. And your wide receiver core cannot stay healthy to save their life.
Yeah, like I said, when they're sitting there at 9-8 again this year,
You got to worry about Pittsburgh. You got to worry about Cincinnati. You
got to worry about Cleveland's defense injuring their
right,
players.
right. Cleveland
We
going to
had-
be a problem on defense.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to get no wide receivers. And you don't want to pay no wide receivers and no tight end. So make up your mind. You're losing everything you had that made y'all.
Yep. It's okay.
I told you
It's gonna be funny watching Yogi be fucking miserable every year.
He does not have the number one wide receiver. I mean, you don't even got to have a number one wide receivers. Can Lamar Jackson make wide receivers?
If he can just get but all they have is Flowers. They need to improve the room. They didn't improve the room.
Right, but what I'm saying, can he make wide receivers better?
They got to give him a wide receiver he can make better.
I mean, because we've seen all the greats make wide receivers. Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning.
I don't necessarily know if Patrick Mahomes has made a wide receiver.
Hey, yet. he made Hill.
Hill was already a bigger time player by the time he started playing.
Okay,
same thing with Kelsey. They were established.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Did he make them? Did he make them better? Yes, but he didn't make him. He didn't take him from nothing. He didn't take a.
Okay. Now let me see. If you take a wide receiver from Detroit Lions, St. Brown, and put over there with Baltimore, do you think Lamar would make him better? I don't.
I mean, maybe there's a chance that because Lamar is one of the top 3 playmakers in the NFL, that his whole scramble that would help him get even more yards and touchdowns because it gives him a better chance to get free. I could argue that he could.
I mean, hey.
He could turn him from a 1,500-yard receiver to a 17, 18, 50.
I mean, but once again, can he make others better too, wide receivers? If I'm Lamar, I'm pissed at the owner and the GM because you let Likely go to the Giants. You did not even offer him a contract.
Well, he didn't want one because they were fusing him out last year. Or they told him he was going to be fused out, so he wasn't going to get the playing time because of the new offensive coordinator.
That's my point. You chose Andrew over Likely. Yeah, Andrew almost 30?
Yeah, he ain't fucking younger.
Right, Likely 26, 25,
something around. He's around there.
So that you going backwards. You need to go forward. likely a younger, faster player. Andrew getting up there in age. You gotta get younger, not getting older. I'm missing something. I mean, but
I mean, there's a reason Lamar's wanted out of there a few times. It's just he don't come out and publicly say it, but you can see it.
right, but once again, he
He doesn't want to ruin his image and come out there and say, "You need to get me the fuck out of here."
The image already ruined, man. He took the money.
Well, if I'm going to be unhappy, I'm going to be rich and unhappy.
But you cannot have both. That's what I've been saying. Do you want the money or do you want the chips?
I think he's afraid, though, that if he comes out and says he wants out, he's going to end up in a Miami Dolphins situation where there's nothing there. Everything that they had is gone.
But
you know what I'm saying?
He already there. Look at Baltimore. Who they have?
I mean, they still have what they've been having. Zay Flowers and fucking the white boy tight end.
Zay Flowers cannot stay on the field.
I agree.
So really,
I'm just saying that's what they've had. So
right.
he at least the devil I know versus the devil I don't know.
Right.
Because if he say he got traded to Miami,
right,
Tolbert is your wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
Who?
You're right. You is right.
My point. Who?
I mean, but it go back. Do you want money or do you want chips? Rings. If Lamar stay in Baltimore, he will never get ring.
Probably not. But
he got to face Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. Who's the quarterback in Denver? Bo Nix.
And then you get the young boys that are kind of coming up.
Right. So
the AFC is so fucking packed of quarterbacks.
So how will he ever get a ring in Baltimore?
Because he's not.
That my point. That my point right there.
Unless he plays a couple more years and then Matthew Stafford's himself out of there.
But the problem is, if Lamar did it to himself, a couple years ago, Lamar was like, "I'm on the out." Then he got that big old contract, and we did not hear from Lamar.
I agree.
So if he would kept that same energy, saying, "Hey, I'm on out," well, where you want to go, Lamar? He should have picked the team where he want to go, and maybe he would have been on that team by now.
Or back then. I mean, I think the thing is they were going to send him to Miami. He didn't want to go, so he took the money instead. It's truthfully what I think it was, because Miami all thought that they had the deal for Lamar.
Right.
And then that backfired, and then they tried to get Deshaun, and then that whole situation happened, and then they backed out and were like, we're just going to keep Tua.
Right.
That's truthfully what I think happened.
So it like, Lamar, you put yourself in a fucked up situation. You got the money, but you're not getting close to no chips, no wins. Mm-hmm. No, you can't beat Josh Allen. You can't beat Patrick Mahomes. You can't beat Joe Burrow.
I think he has beat Joe Burrow. I just don't think he's matched up with him in the playoffs.
No, I'm talking about in the playoffs.
Well, they haven't played each other in the playoffs. Anytime that the Bengals played the Ravens in the playoffs, it was the backup plan because he was hurt.
Yeah, you're right. But
so he hasn't had his matchup with Joe. So
I mean, the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allen, all the great quarterback you can't beat in the playoffs.
Mhm. And we're 1 year away from saying that Joe Burrow ain't a top 5 quarterback.
Because if you look at it, Joe Burrow went to the chip.
Yeah. And he also hasn't made the playoffs in
Right, right,
how many years? So, I
right.
mean,
That again.
what is getting to the chip when you can't consistently make the playoffs?
You're right. Do you
Now, it's
want the
different if
money?
you win a chip and then you don't like Eli Manning didn't consistently make the playoffs, but he won 2.
Right.
Joe hasn't done that. So,
But do you want the money or do you want your Super Bowl? Joe
I mean,
Burrow chose the money.
technically they've all chosen money.
But what I'm saying,
Stafford
you
chose
know,
money and still got a ring. Mahomes chose money and still has a ring.
but they backload Patrick Mahomes' contract.
Well, it's the way they did it early on,
Right.
and now when they have the big hikes, they just redo it to make it
Right.
add on years.
So
That's all.
it
At some
like,
point, they're gonna have to pay the pipers. Bills are gonna have to do the
of
same thing
course.
with Josh.
it
But
like if Joe Burrow came out saying, I want my wide receiver to stay here.
yeah,
Okay,
that's why
well,
he doesn't have a defense and an offensive
right.
line. So
What about your offensive line, Joe? What about your defensive line, Joe? What about
you know
your secondary, Joe?
you know what they should have done is when he got hurt, somebody should have been like, "You wanted all those wide receivers, but how about some offensive line help, Joe?"
Right.
See what he
So
had to say then.
right. So it like you can't have both now. You can't. If I'm a quarterback, I'll be like, they give me half.
Yeah, but that's not how the NFL's working now.
Right. But I don't want to take all the money. I'm on my team to get better.
Well,
I hate this dude, but I gotta give him his props. Tom Brady took less to make
see,
the Patriots.
you can take your money. It's just the GM has to be smart with how he spends the rest of it.
Right.
Because they want to make a big. This is going to come out and talk a little shit about Brandon Bean here, but they want to say, oh well, we got to go bargain bin shopping because of Josh Allen's contract, and it's not because of Josh Allen's contract. It's because of the Von Miller contract and the Joey Bosa contract and some of these older players that you bought in high to bring them in, and then they didn't do shit.
Right.
That's what's hurting you. It's not Josh Allen's contract. Josh Allen's contract is what it is.
And,
You can get around that by doing all sorts of different things.
right.
It's the other contracts around it that hurt.
That's what I'm saying. If you look at the Tom Brady when he was with the Patriots, he took less to get
Yeah, but
players.
the league at that time, they weren't paying quarterbacks $50 million a year. They were only paying them 25, 30. So
Right.
yeah,
But
when you have a $200 million a year thing and the quarterback's only costing, an eighth of that, it's different from.
right.
It's about the same. So I mean,
But if you look at it, I'd rather take less than and
look at it
make
like this. Jalen Hurts is making about 40 some million a year. He won a Super Bowl.
right.
I mean,
That-
it wasn't
that-
50, but I mean, still a lot.
Right. That's my
It
point.
just depends on the GM and how they spend
Right.
the money elsewhere.
How you spend the money. They're not bringing in all
So
the
I'm not but that's the thing. I'm not putting it on the quarterback to take less money. I'm putting it on the GM to spend better around them.
right.
Not the quarterback's fault for taking his.
Also, they're not bringing in no big time players. They're bringing in players under the radar. If you look at it, Philly has not really brought no players in with a big time name. They're shit.
They traded for AJ Brown a couple years back, so I mean, they do when it makes sense for them.
Right, but if it don't make sense right now, they're not bringing in no. They just lost 2 linebackers
Yep.
and a pass rusher. So they're like, shit.
Well,
we
that's
finna,
because they're going to pay their defensive tackles.
right. They're like, shit, we finna draft 2 linebackers.
I mean,
And,
Howie is one of the best drafters in the fucking league, so
right. So
he
they're
can
like,
do that.
right. They're like, shit. Why keep on wasting money on the older players out here and we the draft younger players and don't got to pay them that much?
And then you can, but that's one way of looking at it, and the Rams do a completely different way, and they
Right.
still make it work.
The Rams like, shit, we don't give a fuck. We just trade everything. That's how they looking at it. They're like, we don't care.
They trade their first round picks for established players.
Right. They're like, shit, we almost at the door. But
I mean, had they beat the Seahawks last year, I'm sorry, Patriots still are not beating that fucking team.
right. We said that on this show.
Whoever came out of the West was basically the Super Bowl was
Right.
the NFC Championship game. You just had to play a little practice after.
Right. So, but everybody like and share the show. And they tell everybody where they to find you at.
Oh, they just find me here. I don't really go nowhere else. So yes, hello. You wanna say hi?
But y'all do find me on Talk Your Ears. Come on Tuesday nights around 8 o'clock. Y'all did also find me on the eye test. Come on Wednesday nights around 10 o'clock. And y'all did also find me on Stay Tuned on Monday nights. Come on 7:30. So.
Okay, one more thing. Dallas Cowboys suck, and they're gonna finish below the Giants.
Dang.
And somebody's gonna owe me $50.
Dang. Right, and share the show. Y'all have a great night. Andre, we done, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all good to rock and roll?
Yeah. Take us out.
And another one bites the dust. Listen, continue to support the Monday Late Night Madness. Again, great conversation tonight. A lot of engagement tonight. Make sure you read over these comments. I got to read these comments.
I've been reading.
Make sure you read all the comments.
I don't see the
No,
comments.
I'm saying read them all after the show. Go back and critique yourself.
All right.
For sure. I'll see y'all again. We'll see y'all again next week.
All right, Andre, I need for you to come on the show tomorrow, player.
All right, I'll try. Send me the link.
If you can.
Send me the link.
All right.